やってよかったな。
まあな。疲れたけどな。
よかった。
Aw, it's like we're watching our little helmet-haired hero grow up right before our very eyes. Seriously, today's episode was the perfect follow-up to last week's and a shining example of why it's never too late to introduce a good character. But before we get to that, I want to talk about Mob. Now, he has made great strides in his journey to become a more mature and developed person by revealing his greatest weakness, his inability to make choices due to the fear of making mistakes. Little did he know, just admitting that fear is the first step in overcoming it, but that anxiety is so deep-seated that the mere thought of his own future brought Mob nothing but panic. So I was absolutely elated when Mob confronted Reagan about his future resignation, a choice he made all on his own with absolute conviction and no hesitation. So I think that's why I find today's episode so gratifying, that Mob was not only able to identify a problem, but convey his solution and work towards that goal. So something as simple as designing the ghost costumes for his homeroom haunted house turns into a full-on demonstration of his problem-solving abilities. An obstacle he overcame all on his own. Something small like this may be innocuous to us, but to Mob, it's monumental in his overall development. Remember, life's a marathon, not a sprint. Baby steps, Mob, baby steps. Now, just because Mob is on a journey of self-improvement doesn't negate the fact that he is an Esper and he does have a job to do, especially when a yokai horde known as the 100 Demons is lurking Seasoning City with the goal of reviving the great yokai king. Enter Amakusa Haruaki, a self-proclaimed yokai hunter on a journey to defeat the 100 demons before they can resurrect their king. Now, I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it was the monologue or the sing-along or his interactions with Reagan, but there's just something innately funny about this character. Just the absurdity of him lurking around spirits and such in full-on attire, even donning a $7 million sword. When coming face to face with an actual yokai, seeing it snap was absolutely priceless. All that build up for a swing and a miss. Hell, I really hope Amakusa is not just a one-off character, but I got a sneaking suspicion he is. His goal? Seemingly to leave the viewer's attention to the divine tree. I mean the broccoli silhouette in Amakusa's scroll, the roots that permeate the underground building where the great yokai king was revived. Couple that with a still missing dimple in next week's preview, everything seems to be pointing to the divine tree. But what exactly does that mean? Well, your guess is as good as mine. In a series like this, almost anything can happen. I mean, hell, who else was expecting that gorgeously animated battle in today's episode? Surely not me, but holy shit, was that a looker. I think that's what works well about this series is their oversaturated color palette is just beyond the word vibrance, right? And it pairs so well with the chosen art style. Once again, Mob Psycho 100 is absolutely knocking it out of the park. But what did you guys think of today's episode? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Do you want some more of it? Well, I do. So with all that being said and more Mob Psycho 100 next week, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.